Hello and welcome to SBA Today. I am Paul.
And I'm Tanya. And today we've got three specific things that we'd like to talk to you about. So, one, who wants free leads? And those of you who know, go ahead.
I said me.
I'm like, go ahead, Paul. I mean, come on. Anyway, who wants free leads? Who wants free leads? And there's a system that we all know that we'll talk about that just got an overhaul. Pro-con, I don't know. And there's a chance that we may never have to deal with shutdowns again. Hey, that'd be cool. Right? And what do you do before a shutdown, or what do you do to try to get ready for a shutdown? So those are some of the things that we've got today coming down the docket. First, though, I wanted to talk about, oh yes, phishing and cold calling and spam, whatever you want to bring up. But actually, a cold call email. Reason being, we all do them, and I get it, and it makes sense, and we need to do it. However, with banks specifically, I mean, anybody, but come on, man, banks, we've got specific things in place that, you know, different spam things come through or links come through. If you click on the wrong thing, you are fixing to do some damage that is going to create a world of hurt for your bank, right? And yourself, right, Paul?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think what I wanted to bring up is, what do you do in that case? So I get all kinds of spam. I get all kinds of cold calls. I get all kinds of phishing. I mean, so many things come through that I don't know which is which half the time. So I consistently feel like I get into this place of, do I reach back out? Do I click on what they're sending? I mean, even these calendar invites, when it's coming from somebody I don't know if it's real. And so I get in this place of maybe not reaching back out to somebody I would like to, that I would like to connect with, because I'm not quite sure if I can. And it makes me very nervous to do so, because I've had too many issues where I've sent it to our IT and said, hey, does this look legit? And it's not. So my question to everyone is, how do we do that? How can we potentially reach out to each other, potentially a cold call with no link initially, explain ourselves? I don't know, Paul, how do you handle that?
And I'm sure every single BDO on this phone has this exact same issue. We have, I mean, it's absolutely nuts. And I think the biggest thing I look for is misspellings. And, you know, just kind of really looking at an email and, you know, how does the link, if you hover over the link, do you go somewhere that doesn't make sense? So it's definitely scary. And you know, if we have any potential borrowers on this call, which we always welcome, please do not send us links. Do not send us Google Drive. We can't open it. Dropbox is even probably we can't open that. Let us send us our upload link in order to do that, because we have that. There's an institution that I used to work for that had a 3 strikes you're out, and they tried to, you know, send you sample emails, et cetera, to try to trick you.
And we have that.
Within 1 year, if you hit on it, 1, you get a warning, 2, you get a written, and 3, you're fired. So like, you don't mess around, because I mean, it can really cause a lot of damage. So
well, it can okay, so here's another one with that, Paul. So think about it, and we're going to get into this too because of what we're going to go into down the line for lender match. But prior to, think about that one. Say you reach out to somebody, think of all the people that are reaching out. Anybody can send anything. Here's my thing with that. I'm going to reach out to them first with my email, my contact information, then give them a call, that type of thing, so they know who they're talking to and they've got my information. The other thing, anytime you start taking information, or if you are a borrower and somebody sends you, hey, you need to send me all of these items, maybe, well, okay, they don't send it to you. Maybe they call you, right? Don't send it until you send like a test email to make sure, one, it's going to the right place. I always send my borrowers an email in advance, right, with my contact info, so they can send information back, so it doesn't accidentally go to the wrong place, because you're sending some personal info. So anyway,
that's a great point.
It's just a frustration for me, that whole phishing thing, man. They have really made it difficult for all of us to stay connected, as well as we'd like to. I swear, I
Yep.
feel like I'm such a jerk at times because I don't reach back out to these people. And then I get like 7 in a row. 7 in a row. It's like, well, that is not going to make me reach back out. Then that just irritates me. So I don't know. I wonder what you guys do. We'd love to get your thoughts on this, on what you do, your thoughts on it. I mean, if your
Yeah.
bank has specific things that they do or are challenged with. So yeah. Anyway, there you go
It's
on that one.
crazy out there. And
Mhm.
that goes perfectly into our first topic, doesn't it?
Lender match, man. Lender match. Oh my
Woo!
gosh. So I don't know how many of you out there use Lender Match. Now, Lender Match is a sourcing, um, I guess, platform through the SBA that banks can sign up to, lenders can sign up with, and basically borrowers will go to the SBA's website, they put in their information, and all the lenders that are connected that have those settings that they want that kind of a loan will reach out to see if it's something that their bank would be a good fit for, right? A good partner. Okay, guys, I don't know about y'all, but holy moly, it switched over. Now, one, I don't know if everybody got alerted. Like, I know, Paul, you and I talked about this last week. I don't know if
Yep.
everybody in all the banks got alerted that there was a change coming down the wire because we did not. We didn't. You said you did like what, 3 weeks ago now at this point.
Three
We
weeks.
didn't. We got the info beginning of last week for a change on Wednesday. That was a scramble, not easy, right? I still can't even get on correctly. And here I'm the manager of Colorado here. I can't get on. My people have been able to get on. The other lenders can get on. But me, I have no dashboard. I can't see what I'm doing. I had to call one of my colleagues, my lenders this morning, and I was like, hey, over the weekend that was, I was going to be reaching out to people, but I can't get on. Would you please reach out to them for me and send them along? Because it's like, I still can't get on. And then the number at the bottom, I called it. Have you tried
Oh.
yet? Yeah, I called it. They're like, sorry, we can only help you get on. You need to send a email to blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, do you know how many emails they're likely getting? This could be a minute. Anyway, I don't know about
Yeah.
me or you, but I'm having a little bit of a challenge with the change, and it's not quite as easy to just know which one you want, say yes, reach out to the customer, and move forward. There's all these steps that just, for me, don't seem to be making sense. How about you?
Well, I think SBA tries very hard to try to put together good technology that works on that. I do think that one of the main reasons why they switched to the system is because they're using some of that technology that all of us BDOs absolutely love, since they kind of took away our PLP sort of.
Yeah.
They're using those same frameworks
Yeah.
on lender match leads. So it's kind of screening it for you. And that's their reasoning for that, which, okay, that's cool, I think. But there just needs to be some better communication. So the biggest thing on
Yeah.
this is, if you're still using the old lender match system, you're not
You're
getting any,
not.
you're not.
You're not using
Um,
it.
so you got to go into, and you can, create your own bank's profile, and it looks really nice and everything. Another kind of secret that I'll share for those who listen on this call.
For me, actually, he's
Okay,
sharing.
okay, Tanya,
Just,
I'll just tell
it's
you, and
just for
maybe
me.
nobody
Don't
else
tell
will hear.
anybody else. It's a secret.
Go on and pretend to be a customer and
Ooh,
see what you get. Okay.
right.
I will tell you right now, using the old lender match system, I have not done this with the new one. The old one, God bless you if you put in your email address, because your email box will explode
Mm-hmm.
with every institution. There's 2 institutions that send it, like, I think every 3 hours,
Oh,
an
what?
email. It's very intrusive. In my opinion, and I'm not saying who they are, but it's a little much. So just be aware. But if you use Lender Match, go pretend to be a customer and take a look at it. I think it's worth your time to see, how's everyone else marketing? Is there
Yes.
anything clever out there? I'm all about clever marketing. And kind of what other people are doing, so you can find your niche and you can stand out if you're a smaller community bank or credit union like me.
You know what's
Those kind
crazy? I think mine is there's personality can come through, guys. So
oh, for
you know,
sure.
have some personality with it, make it personal.
Yeah.
That that's what I would say. I mean, that's what I
If
do.
only Tanya had some personality.
Yeah, mine comes through dry, so
right.
dry. People are like, yeah, no. And also, I think do it like you said, how you would like to see it. So if somebody sent me 3 different
Yep.
emails over the course of a few different hours, 100% I would not reach back out to them. 100% I would not, because that is like shoving something down my throat. And we've already talked about once before, many people don't like to be sold to, me included.
That's right.
You can give me products that I need, but do not try to force sell me, because I will turn it off immediately.
True.
So.
But it also tells you too who in your area is actually working these. And there may be a small community bank that's working these, and you're like, I didn't know they were playing, or a big bank. Oh, I didn't know they were doing that. So just those are some food for thought for Lender Match. Get on there.
Absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely.
our number 2, man, this one I sure hope goes through, but a bill by Representative Adam Schiff they have submitted this bill. Now, whether it goes through or not, it will see, but it pretty much protects the SBA that if there is a government shutdown, we continue. Now, where the hell has that been for the last
40 years.
40 years? I don't know. But if small businesses are the backbone of our economy,
Right.
prove it. And so that is out there. So keep in mind that is out. The bill is called Funding Small Business During Shutdown Act. Very clever title there.
Did you know, Paul, that there's been 20 over the
Right.
course of the past 4 decades, partial and or full shutdowns? Did you know that?
Oh, I did not
Yeah.
know that. That's a
The
very
longest one, let's see here, was 34 days. And that was the one that we are so familiar with, right? That was
that's
2018.
right. That's true.
2018, and it was because of the border wall. So, there's always something behind it, guys, right?
Right.
There's
It
always
has
something behind it, but
nothing to
that was
do
the
with small
sticking point.
business.
Exactly. And then the other one was, let's see, was 1995 for 21 days. That was the second longest. And that one I think was tax cuts. Yeah. So
Wow, very interesting. Thanks for sharing.
I know. I looked that up and I was like, oh, all right. That's cool. Anyway.
So, and our last but not least is kind of around that shutdown, because obviously we were, just like we have so many times, we've prepared for it and then it passes and we're good. But I wanted to just have a conversation with especially with you, Tanya, too. When you smell a shutdown in the air, what do you do? Like, what do you do? Like, besides
We go into
panic?
high gear of attempting our best. I mean, it puts everybody in this hurry up and wait or whatnot kind of stage. It puts sorry about that. It puts everybody in this I don't know, panic mode, right? So trying to get anything and everything in, because what many don't realize is it's not just new loans that get shut down, right? For not moving forward. If you've got something that you need to go back and get extra, like you're in the middle of construction or whatever, right? And you need to go back and modify a loan, that's shut down too. I mean, there's nothing that can be done on an SBA loan. You can't get an authorization number as a PLP. You can't, I mean, it's asinine that they even do this, but.
I am curious. I would assume that the framework that they have in E-Tran continues to work during a shutdown. I don't know. I'm just assuming and / hoping that it does.
I don't think servicing even.
Well, I know none of that does, but
None
since
of it.
it's all automated, I just
Yeah.
assumed that it would still be going. But obviously, if you're not a PLP and you're submitting your loans GP, and you have a shutdown, it literally shuts you down. Wait, probably
But
even a little bit more.
doesn't it when you're going PLP as well?
Well, it does, but you have a little bit of control on when you submit it and how quick you get back your your authorization, your terms and conditions. I
Well,
mean,
that is true, because that is one thing that we do. We try to get those PLP numbers and for those that don't know, that's preferred lending partner, but we try to get those authorization numbers quickly. We try to get anything that's supposed to fund quickly done.
Yep.
Any modifications that's coming down the line, we try to get done. But it really, really, really creates and wreaks havoc on everyone. So we have all been in high stress mode, high, I don't know, fear to a degree, because we're trying
True.
so hard to help our clients. It,
Yeah,
it's a lot on us, right? Because it's been going
it
on
is.
since October. No, actually since well before October, because it started before the October 1st shutdown deadline. So
Yeah. So yeah, reach out to Adam Schiff, say thank you, and let's see if we can actually get that done, because it would sure help a lot of us lenders. You know, that we have enough issues within our business that
right.
we don't need a government shutdown to just add to it, right?
With that bill, Paul, questions for you. With that bill, did you look to see what exactly it does? Now, does it just give the ability for for the servicing and whatnot of loans, or does it actually allow the funding? Because I don't know how the funding can stay open if they haven't approved funding.
Well, well, it depends. Remember, most of what we're doing is continuing resolutions.
Right.
So when we're doing continuing resolutions, that's where things move on.
Hmm.
So to answer your question, if the bill passes, it ensures the key SBA programs will have continued appropriations to pay the salaries and expenses necessary to continue servicing loans amidst a government shutdown in fiscal year 2024.
I
Boom,
got
there
you.
you go.
And wait a second. So the part that I was reading in that, and this is just again a Tanya question, right? Does that mean though that we can make new loans? Is there funds available to put in a new loan, and that loan have,
As long as we're not at the end of the fiscal year to determine. So if we're just doing continuing resolutions, our budget's already been passed.
got
So
it, got
I
it.
would
Just the continuing. I
assume
got you.
that that's the difference of the two, but it's very
Yeah.
well, those things. But
That was something that got me. So thanks for explaining
yeah,
that. That works really well. And guys, I think that's the end of our show today. Do not forget, we are on multiple platforms now. So thank you guys for either watching and or listening. We will see you next week on Tuesday. And if you want it live, come see us on LinkedIn and or YouTube. But hey, watch it in the car, watch it whenever you want, if you would like to, on Spotify and Apple Podcast.
Apple Podcasts. Yep.
Yeah. We'll see you.
See you later.